Head of Content here with Guidehouse's partner of cybersecurity, Michael Ebert, who has some news to share with us today.
Thanks, Jody, for having me.
And what are the critical issues healthcare organizations face today, securing their systems and preventing cyber attacks?
That's a great question. I mean, you look at, and it's very variable across life science payers and providers. Providers, they have more assets per employee than any other industry in the world. Most industries are 4 to 5 devices per employee. Healthcare is anywhere from 10 to 20. So they have so many more assets to configure and manage, and they're FDA certified. So they can't always, enable cybersecurity protections the way a normal device could be enabled, like an endpoint, like a computer or a phone. So that really changes them. And then the other thing impacting the industry and payer providers and life science side is the convergence of digital transformation, moving things in the cloud, software as a service, platform as a service, greater enablement of digital use and consumer engagement. The consumer engagement by life science companies, payers, providers, putting abstract on the phone, letting people manage their healthcare more directly has really changed the nature of the industry and the way we have to look at securing it. Before, everything was in-house. Now it's everywhere, right? And the consumer engagement and protecting that is paramount to the industry.
And in your experience, what's something that organizations wish they had in place before they were attacked?
Well, privileged access management is one of them. Most attacks elevate privileges one way or another, and they don't have adequate privilege management across everything they have, right? And that's the asset management piece. They may have it over critical systems, but it's the non-critical infrastructure that gains access, that elevates privileges, and now you're into protected systems because you already have that permission. Privileged access management, asset management being a key component, and knowing where all your data is at. Not everybody knows where all their data is at, or third parties that have that data. Data proliferation is creates significant exposure across these enterprises and is significant to every part of the healthcare life science industry.
And what do you think some of the main misconceptions out there around cybersecurity are?
Main misconception is my assets. I've got this hard shell. I got firewalls. I've got all this structure in place, but I can't really detect and know when somebody's inside my system. You look at what happened with SolarWinds, that's basic secure DevOps, right? Any implementation, whether custom code or package code, we should follow secure DevOps requirements, which means we're integrating security into the implementation of everything we do. We look at how access is granted. That default admin password could easily have been changed, and that's true along a lot of systems. I've done work in life sciences, payers, and providers where we've looked at package solutions, and the first thing we do is we log in with the default configuration password, and sure enough, we're in. So it's that basic secure DevOps integration, and then privileged access management extending across all your assets, or at least doing what we call security architecture, not just network architecture, where we actually put assets in segments and then manage those segments very directly based on the way we can secure those assets and treat those assets. Those are two big things that we need to do differently, and everybody wish they'd done.
And looking at the future, so where do you see the biggest threats and the biggest opportunities around cybersecurity in the next year, and then let's say 3 to 5 years from now?
I think the biggest threats come in different ways. One is, again, our digital transformation. I think we're bringing new threats to the table because we bring new vectors for those attacks, and we haven't matured how we secure those attacks. We've been trying to use traditional cybersecurity tools in a digital transformation age that just don't fit. We need to look at new ways in which to manage and secure those capabilities. I think the other issue is we're seeing more and more attacks that attack one very specific platform, but really aren't designed for that platform. That are really multimodal. They will exist in one environment, but they're really attacking a different environment. So an example is I might put something on a mobile phone waiting for it to connect to a corporate network or plug into a PC, and that truly is my target. So I'm using one platform to target another platform, and you don't realize it because it's an accepted device already in your enterprise. And then cloud. I mean, I don't think cloud vendors, have been rapid to market. Our conversions to digital transformation and cloud have created a lot of vulnerabilities and exposure. There's an integrated platform capability you need to put in place to manage what you have, how you monitor it, how you measure it, and that includes the cloud interfacing back to your back end system. So that's really the transformational issues that we're facing over the next year and the next 3 to 5 years.
Mhm. And any final thoughts for our audience today?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah. So, I think we need to always be looking at integrating security in everything we do. It's got to be paramount. There are industries that have done that. Going back, financial institutions, right? They think about security because it used to be bank robbers back in the 1800s. We don't think about that always in healthcare life science industry. It's got to be built into every single thing we do. I was with a very senior payer executive. They're rolling out brand new digital engagement to extend, dealing with part of their patient care, the Medicare side. And they're rolling out these tablets. I'm like, so are the tablets encrypted? What is your authorization to them? And he was showing me the the very cool new way that they were engaged with their consumers. And they hadn't thought about all those things. When they rolled it back, they had. Right. So you got to build security in everything you do, engage it in an active way. It'll save you time and money on the back end because you're not bolting it on, you're building it in. And I think that's a key element. It's engagement. And that's why I say secure DevOps is key today. It's how we build it going forward.
Excellent. Great place to leave you. But thanks so much for joining us today, Michael.
Oh, thank you.